The wife enters the house with her mother-in-law and the husband yells angrily, "Where the hell were you?" The man suddenly goes quiet when he sees his mother and says surprisedly, "Mom, you're here?" The mother says calmly, "I came to see how well you treat your wife." Then she asks her son seriously, "Did you cook anything?" The son replies normally, "I'm going to cook right now." The wife quietly wonders confusedly, what has happened to my husband just because his mother showed up? Then the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law sit in the living room chatting casually, carelessly dropping food crumbs on the floor. Seeing the mess, the daughter-in-law stands up to clean, but the mother-in-law stops her and makes her sit down firmly. She calls her son strictly, "Come here and clean this up." The son replies obediently, "I'll clean it right now." Later that night, while the son is sleeping, his mother comes and says demandingly, "I'm hungry, make me something to eat." The son replies tiredly, "Mom, let me sleep. I have work in the morning." The mother says firmly, "You don't need to go to work tomorrow. You'll do housework and I'll give you $1,000. From tomorrow, your wife will go to work instead. Now get up and make me something to eat." The wife gives him the $1,000 and he suddenly yells furiously in anger. He throws the money at his wife's face and says angrily, "I worked my butt off doing everything at home and this is what my mom gives me? I don't want this." The mother comes out of the room and says strictly, "What is wrong with you? Why are you shouting? Didn't you used to treat your wife the same way? Didn't you turn her into a maid? Now you see how comfortable it is to make others serve you." She asks her son seriously, "Now why can't you handle it?" The husband suddenly remembers his wife's care and realizes guiltily, "She used to happily take care of the house and I never gave her love, respect, or attention." He also remembers a moment when she gave him a gift at the table and he ignored it and threw it away carelessly. His wife asked hurtfully, "You didn't even look at my gift?" He mocked her mockingly, "Whatever you gave me is probably trash like you." Then he said coldly, "I brought you a gift too," and threw a box at her. When she opened it, it was filled with garbage. She cried and said tearfully, "What kind of joke is this?" He replied disrespectfully, "That's all you're worth." He added rudely, "You don't even do anything special. You just clean, cook, and do housework. Should I give you gold for that?" The wife cried and walked away from the table sadly. Later, she asked him through tears emotionally, "How does it feel now?" She said painfully, "I was a human being too. Your behavior hurts. There's a difference between a wife and a servant." The husband finally felt ashamed and said regretfully, "I admit I was wrong." He then tells his mother seriously, "You should talk to my wife." The mother says firmly, "I shouldn't have married such a kind girl to a man like you." She adds wisely, "If a wife doesn't feel love, respect, and attention from her husband, then what's the point of that marriage?" Finally, the mother-in-law tells the daughter-in-law softly, "Come with me. Let's go to my house." Do you think a husband should always support his mother's decisions, or should he stand with his wife when there's conflict at home?